Portable. Next. Simple. Very good. Very good. Important point you have left. Object oriented. Right? Object oriented. Okay. Now will you able to write Java program? Simple Java program. Snehal, Lina. Okay. Soumya. ಇನ್ನು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು, ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Okay, fine. Because it's already 12:03, so we'll start the class. Kiran. So today we will going to discuss Today we will going to discuss about what is a variable, or we can call it as identifier. My voice is audible, na? Reply anyone? Okay. Today we will going to discuss about variable. See, variable and identifier both are same meaning. Okay, don't confuse. It's a different, but both are same meaning, right? So what do you mean by variable? Variable is a named memory location. Here we can call named memory location that can be assigned a value. Value may be what? It may be integer, it may be floating point number, or it may be character, and so on. Right? So assigned a value, and variable should be named what? Memory location. For example, you have taken admission into AITM, right? So consider AITM is a memory. Okay, just assume AITM is a what? Memory. In that AITM college, there are so many branches, like BE. In BE, sub branches are there, right? So CS, electronics, right? Mechanical, and so on. Then BE degree is there, then diploma course is there, then MCA is there, and MTech is there, right? And degree also is there. So among these courses, which course you have chosen? MCA course. So MCA memory you have chosen. That's what I am saying. MCA memory you have chosen. So that's what we can call it as a variable. Variable is a named memory location. Here I have taken one variable name, that is MCA. MCA is equal to 20 I have assigned. Here 20 is nothing but our value. Value should be assigned, means we are storing a value in computer memory. In which location? Some location. What is the name for that location? Memory location name is MCA. MCA is nothing but our variable or identifier. We have to identify. That is the meaning, right? So this value can then be accessed through the variable's name. So I can call Lina from where? From MCA department. I can call Soumya from where? From MCA department. Like that, we have to identify the values, or we have to identify the students based on their courses, right? So in our computer program, we have to identify the values based on variable. That's what we can call it as identifier. I hope it is clear, right? Do you have any doubts regarding this variable? Reply anyone. Okay. Kiran, understood? Kiran, are you there online? Kiran? Okay. Understood what you mean by variable? Okay. Here I have taken a small example, that is int MCA is my variable. Then this is what assignment operator, it is equal symbol, then followed by value. Value I am using integer, right, or whole number I am using. For that purpose, which data type it is, its data type is int, I have to take. It's a number, so that's why I have to take data type is what, int, right? So then here I have to mention the memory location. Memory location is occupied by MCA variable, then its value is 20, like that, right? So this is about variable or identifier, both are same meaning. Now we'll see the next one is Java keywords. These all are very, very important to learn your programming concept. See, keywords, there are 50 keywords are currently defined in the Java language. So there are how many keywords? Total 50 keywords we are using throughout in our Java language. So from that keywords, whatever I have made red lines, these all are very, very important. At least if you able to write any Java program, compulsory you have to remember these keywords, right? What is abstract, catch, do, finally, import, new. So these, whatever I have done, these underlined words, these all are repeatedly you are going to use in your Java program, right? So in these 50 words, we have already learned 2 keywords. What are those? Int, you have already used, right? Then one more thing, void. In a main method, you have used void method, right? Void keyword. Public static void you have used, right? So void. Then to define any variable in integer type, you have to use data type is what? Int, right? So among these 50 keywords, you have already used 2 keywords. Let's see one by one how these keywords will going to work. So totally how many keywords are there in Java? So total 50 keywords are available in Java language. Now these keywords combined with the syntax of the operators and separators. We'll see later about separators, but operators, you know. Operators means what? It may be arithmetic operators, it may be logical operators, it may be bitwise operators, and so on, right? So we combined these keywords with the help of syntax of the operators and separators, form the foundation of our language, that is Java language. And these keywords cannot be used, remember this point. These keywords, I mean 50 keywords, cannot be used as names for things such as variable, classes or methods. You will not going to write int, what we have seen, int for don't use like this, int char don't use, int do, int new, these all are keywords. So no need to use these keywords while giving variable name or giving class name or methods name. Is it clear? So these keywords are fixed. We have to use only with respect to operations only. We don't define these keywords as variables, classes or methods. These all are user defined keywords. Which are those? Variable name, class name or method name. These all are user defined keywords, right? Now next point, identifiers, or we can call it as variable. Identifiers are variable. So in Java, an identifier is a name, right? It is a name given to a method or a variable or any other user defined item. Just now I told user defined item. So identify, we have to identify in our data or in our variable name, we have to use identifiers, or we can call it as variable. For example, int AITM is there. Int AITM, in our computer memory we are storing some value, we don't know which kind of value it is. Now I am using int as a data type, so value should be what? It's integer type only, right? For that purpose I am using int data type. Okay, fine, but how you will going to identify? There are so many int data types. Among that you have to identify your particular value. To identify that particular value, you have to assign some name. That name is nothing but identifier. Here I am assigning the identifier as AITM. This is identifier, right? Okay. Now here int is a data type, then AITM is a variable name or identifiers. In beginning line I am telling how to define a variable or how to define an identifier. I am telling this concept. So int is a data type, AITM is what? You can call it as identifier or variable name. Now another examples I can define. Int XYZ is a variable name. XYZ is a variable name. Then int is a data type. I can define variable like this, int variable 1. This is an identifier, or you can call it as a variable. Then int result, int AITM also is a variable, int MCA is also variable. But followed at the end of this statement we have to give semicolon. To terminate that line we have to give semicolon in each and every statement, right? So these all are identifiers. Now in Java, an identifier is a name given to method, variable or any other user defined item. Okay, fine, but there are some standard rules are there to give a particular name to the identifier. Now identifiers can be from 1 to several characters long. So variable names may start always, while assigning or giving a variable, always start with any letter of the what? Alphabet, or it may an underscore, or it may be an dollar sign. Begins with any letter, underscore or dollar sign. So alphabets I can take 2 letters. It may be small letter or it may be capital letters. Choice is ours. So I have defined starting letter. I am telling starting letter I can use small case letter or uppercase letters. Then or I may start with underscore, or I may start with dollar sign. So first letter should be what? Alphabet, underscore or dollar sign. Is that clear, Kiran? Now tell me regarding this concept. Variable names may start with any letter of the alphabet, underscore or dollar sign. What you have understood by this line, Kiran? Kiran? What you have understood this line, by this line? Not any symbol, only dollar sign. It should be start with either small case or uppercase letters, or it may start with underscore, or it may be start with dollar sign. Beginning letter should be what? Letter or underscore or dollar sign. Is that clear, everyone? Ria? Lina, understood this line? Variable name, how to assign a variable name. Now let's see some examples, later you can understand. Now the next may be after writing the first letters, next letter, this one is what? Next letter should be, it is a digit or dollar sign or an underscore. Here underscore can be used to enhance the readability of variable name, as in line underscore count. If you give any spaces while declaring a variable, at that time you can use underscore, or you can directly use variable name as underscore. That is no difference, right? And uppercase and lower cases are different. Uppercase variable is not same as lowercase variable. So for example, I have written here my where VAR and my where. This M is capital, V is capital here. These, while reading, these all are same meaning, but identifying these variables are different, or these all are different names. Small letters and uppercase and lowercase letters are different. Is that clear? Everyone? Lina? Can you explain this uppercase and lowercase? These all are different. How these all are different? Will you explain? Soumya? Soumya? Have you understood this line? Can you explain this concept little bit, what you have understood? Not capital. No. You just explain uppercase and lower cases are different. How this statement is different? Because assume my where I have written, right? First my where, these all are small case letters. Then second M I have written capital and V is capital. In these two words, these all are not same meaning. These all are different meanings. This one I am telling. While reading, these all are same numbers, same words, right? But while defining these variables in programs, these all are different meanings. Is that clear? We'll see examples, then at that time we'll maybe come to know. In declaring a variable, don't follow these rules, right? So what are those rules? We cannot start an identifier with digit. So while giving variable means what? Int MCA we have given already, we know. Int AITM we have no. Int your name we know. But int 12 we cannot give because these all are digits. Digits won't start as a variable name. Is that clear? We cannot use any of the Java keywords like int do we cannot use, int for we cannot use. These all are keywords. Have you seen the keywords, 50 keywords? Then we should not assign the name of any standard method such as println. Int println we cannot define. This is a method. Println is a method or print is a method. So int println it's not going to define, right? These all are strict rules to follow the variable names while assigning or creating or defining variable or identifiers. So now Here are some examples of legal identifiers. Will you able to identify what these identifiers are valid or invalid? Let's see. First, I am using test. Is it a valid variable? Soumya? Soumya, are you there? Soumya? Kiran? Kiran? Snehal? It's not identifier. Why? Why, Kiran? Why? Test is a keyword. Test is a keyword. ಅಲ್ಲ ಯಾಕ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ನಿಂಗೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಐತಾ? ಚೆಕ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಎನಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್? ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ನಾಟ್ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ನಾವು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ದಿಸ್ ರೂಲ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇದು ನಂಬರ್ ಇಂದ ಏನಾರ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತೇನ? ಇದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಂಬರ್ ಐತನ ಇದ್ರಾಗ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಐತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಜಾವಾ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತು ನಂಬರ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಸೈನ್ ಎನಿ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಚ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ ಎನ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್. ಏನಾರ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ ಎನ್ ಐತೆನ ಅದ್ರೊಳಗ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. Then what it is? It is a legal valid identifier or not? Understood now? So shall we define int test? Int test, shall we define a variable like this? Okay. It may be start with small case letter or uppercase letter. It's rule only told, na? In rule only. Yes or no, Kiran? So it is what? Valid identifier. Now everybody is clear? Valid identifier. Understood everyone? Soumya? Okay. Now the next one is rules. Here start with any letter of the alphabet or underscore or dollar sign. So here first letter is started with alphabet. It may be uppercase or small case letters. We don't bother about that thing. Then the next one is what? XY2 I have written. Is it valid or not valid? Soumya, let me know this answer by you. XY2 I have written. It is a valid identifier or not? Soumya? Snehal? XY2 it is a valid or invalid identifier? Screen is displaying or not? My screen is visible or visible? You forget about voice. At least you are seeing the screen, right? Ria? Ria, XY2 is a valid or invalid? Valid, Kiran? Ria, you type it is valid or invalid. You just type the answer, valid or invalid. Kiran, ಯಾಕೆ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Okay, started already. Done. Then ಅದು ಬೇಕು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಲೆಟರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಇದ್ರು ಅದು ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್. ಅದು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರ ಡಾಲರ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಅದು ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡನೇ, ಅದು ಲೆಟರ್. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಹಂಗಂತ ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲೆಟರ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ವಾಟ್? ಲೆಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಾಲರ್ ಸೈನ್ ಆರ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಏನೈತಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡ್. XY2 is a valid variable. Is it clear? ತಿಳಿತಲ್ಲ ಕಿರಣಿ? Next, Lina, is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Max load I have written. So it is a valid identifier or not? Why invalid? First letter it may be uppercase or small case letter, but I am using first letter as small case letter. Fine. Then followed by I can use uppercase or small case letters. Here I have already written the rules. Load is what is it is a keyword. Okay, let me see here. Any load keyword is seeing in this screen? Check. Load is there in this keyword? No. So it is not keyword. So if it is not keyword, then it is also valid. See, rules I have written. See, start with any letter of the alphabet. So it is starting letter is what? Alphabet, right? M is small or capital. We don't bother about that thing. Then followed by either a letter or digit or dollar sign or underscore. So followed by here what? Letters are there, right? A is a letter, X is a letter, L is a letter. Followed by letters we can use, or we can use followed by dollar sign, or we can use followed by underscore up to the next level, right? But as per now these rules, this keyword is, this variable is valid. Kiran, is it valid, right? Okay. Now we'll see another one. Dollar up underscore top I have used. Now what is your opinion, Kiran? Let me know. Is it valid or invalid? How you are saying valid? Here I am using dollar sign, here I am using underscore. First letter ಏನೈತಿ? ಡಾಲರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟರ್ದಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. Followed by letters. U is a letter, P is a letter, right? Okay. ಅದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Next I am using underscore. Underscore also I can use. See here second rule. followed by either letter or digit or dollar sign or an underscore. So I am using underscore here. So it is a valid variable. Soumya, are you getting these points? Soumya, please reply. Okay. Then next, okay, fine. Next one is my underscore variable. I have written. Is it valid or invalid? Valid, because first letter is letter, second letter is also letter, then followed by underscore, so it is a valid. Now this sample 2, 3, is it a valid or invalid? Valid, because first letter is upper letters followed by numbers, so it is a valid. Now in this situation, in this yes, go ahead. Here I can use underscore in between the words. Okay, we can also use underscore in starting. We can also use underscore in our variable anywhere. Means I can use after phi, I can use after a, I can use after r also. That is not invalid. We can use variable underscore, because here in our second rule, followed means what? Starting letter, it may be uppercase or small case letter or underscore or dollar sign. Starting letter I am telling. After starting letter you can use another, it may be letter or dollar sign or underscore. So in this situation, dollar underscore I have got in third position, so it is a valid. You can use underscore in front, in between or last position also you can use. There is no difference. Is it okay? Now here you tell me, here I have written my space, I have given then a variable. Is it valid or invalid? You are not getting? It is not. Wait. Now it is showing. Now, Lina, my space I have given then variable. Is it valid or invalid? What is your opinion? Here I am using space in between my and variable. I am using space. So is it valid or invalid? Kiran? Valid or invalid? Valid. Space use ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು in between. I am using space. So space we cannot use in between the variables. Remember this point. So it is invalid, Lina. Because we are using space. My admiral I have given space, right? So it is not invalid. Then what about second one? 1, 2, 3 AITM I have used. So it is valid or invalid? Why invalid? Starting with digits. So we cannot, we cannot call this as a valid variable. Then what about third? A plus C. Is it valid or invalid? Plus I have used. Why invalid, Kiran? Plus is there. Only we have to use two special symbols, either dollar sign or underscore. These, except these two symbols, we cannot use other symbols. Everybody is clear? We will only use two symbols. It may be dollar or it may be underscore. If we add a symbol, we have to use. Apart from other symbols, we can simply reject. It is invalid identifier. Is that clear? Everyone clear this doubt? Okay. Now second one, the fourth one, variable hyphen 2. I am using variable hyphen 2. Is it valid or invalid? Why it is invalid? Hyphen. So hyphen is a special symbol, so we cannot use hyphen as a variable name. Then the last one, sum is there, underscore is there, but after underscore address operator is there. So is it valid or invalid? Invalid, because address operator or ampersand symbol is there, right? So first variable, my space variable is there, so it contains space, so it is not invalid, so it is not valid. So 1 2 3 AITM is there, so it begins with digit, so it is invalid. So A plus C is there, so plus sign is not an alphanumeric character, so that's why it is invalid. Then variable hyphen 2 is there, so hyphen is not an alphanumeric character, so that's why we have to say it is invalid. Then in last one we are using address operator, so it is not alphanumeric character, so that's why these all are invalid variables. We cannot declare variables like this. Int 1 2 3 AITM we cannot give. Int A plus C we cannot give. Int variable hyphen 2 we cannot give. Understood this? Now we'll move on to another point. Now first word, is it valid or invalid? Have you written those rules in your notebook? While explaining, have you written those rules? Answer me fast. Have you written those rules in your notebook? Everybody has written, right? Soumya, Leena, Snehal. Okay. Now identify this, my variable, it is valid or invalid? Valid. Then second one, I have written those in valid. Both are same meaning or different meaning? My variable, I have written. So both are same meaning or different meanings? Difference, because I already told capital letters and small letters both are having the same word but meanings are different. So my variable is different, another my variable is different. Then understood this? Any doubts regarding these two? Okay. Then third one, my variable I have written, this is also valid or invalid? Valid variable. Okay, fine. Now coming to the x is valid or invalid? Valid, because starts with letter. It is started with what? Letter. Then second one, I have written, is it valid? Valid. X1, but I am using number, na? Okay. Starting with it may be a letter or underscore or dollar. So in this situation I am using letter. So it is valid. Then similarly I1 is also valid, right? Okay. Coming to the after I1 I have written underscore my variable. Is it valid or invalid? Leena, let me know this answer. Valid. Why it is valid? I am using underscore, right? Underscore, so it is a valid. Okay, Kiran, next answer. Next, I am using dollar my variable. Is it, Kiran, is it valid? Okay, then sum. Okay, next point, sum underscore of underscore array. Is it valid? Okay, Kiran, why not valid? Any reason? Keyword or method name? Method names. System is a method name or keyword? Have you used these two words? System is a name. Println is a method. System is what? It is a class. Out is a object. Println is a method. Yes or no? SOP. So we cannot use the system as a variable name. Is that clear, Soumya? Now 1, 2, 3 I am using. Is it valid or invalid? 1, 2, 3. Because it's starting with numbers, so it is invalid. Then capital X, Y, Z I have written. So is it valid? Valid. Okay. Now double dollar sign. Valid? Think and tell me, is it valid or invalid? Valid. Okay, Kiran. Then Soumya, what about your opinion? Valid. Lina? Confusing, eh? First letter should be start with what? Either alphabet, underscore or dollar. So first letter it is started with what? Dollar. So it is valid, right? Right now it is valid. Then followed by, it may start with alphabet, or it may be start with underscore, or it may be start with dollar sign. So second case it is what? Dollar. So $2 it is valid identifier. Is it clear? Now last one is valid or invalid? Valid. Okay, fine. Now all of you do one thing. In keywords, just write down. I will tell to remember how these keywords. First you write abstract. Write in your notebook. Instead of writing these keywords, you write whatever I am saying. Abstract, write down. Try, catch, finally. You have to write like this. Try, catch, finally. Written. You write down this order. You can easily remember some keywords. Because in exam they may going to ask explain keywords like that, they will ask. So abstract, then you write try, catch, finally. Then you write new, then this. Try, catch, finally over. Then you write new and this. After you write int, float, char, double. You can write in column wise. Int, float, char, double. If it is possible, try, catch, finally we have written. If it is space is there, then you write throw and throws. This one, throw and throws. You just write on this. Write on there in first column. After writing try, catch, finally, you just write throw and throws. Then the second column should be int float char double. You have to write like this. Return second column. Int float char double. Then one more you have to write boolean. Int float char double boolean. We can use these keywords in sequence order in our upcoming programs. So that's why I am telling like this. Are you simply listening or writing? Okay. Second column is over. Now in third column you have to write if, else, for, while. If, else, for, while. If, else, for, while, do while, return. In fourth column you write switch, case, break, default. In fourth column you write switch, case, break, default. Over. In fifth column you write import, import, import public protected, import public protected wide. Public protected wide. Return. Okay. These all are the keywords. These all are mandatory to remember these keywords. Okay. We'll see in our programming part one by one. Now, everybody has written. Now you tell me the answer. Which is the keyword? For, or for? Which one is a keyword in first line? Second, for. Another answers? So Kiran already told second for is a valid keyword, he told. What about others? First one. Alina. Okay, Ria already answered first option. So Kiran, see here. First one is valid keyword for. You told second for because second for I have written in F as a capital letters. So always remember while using these keywords, always use small case letters. No need to use capital letters. If you are using capital letters, compiler will reject these keywords. It will not going to accept. Is it clear? Okay. Now second option, Java identifier or variable can contain what type of characters? What type of characters it will hold? Just now we have seen some rules we have seen and some examples we have seen. In that examples, valid, we have identified valid and invalid identifiers, right? So which type of characters it will hold to define identifier? Anybody know this concept? You can capital letter or small, only just tell alphabets. Instead of uppercase and lowercase, you just say one word, that is alphabets. Finish. Now another one, alphabets, underscore, then dollar, underscore, then dollar. These all are the characters it will hold to define identifier. Now in third option are index 21 and index 21, the same identifier or different identifier? Third option. Why different? I am reading index 21, both are same, na? Okay, so first letter it is small I. That's what I am telling. In first letter I is a small, then in second I is capital. So both are different meanings. Is that clear? Okay. Both are different. Now, which of the following variable names is invalid? Here, A, B, C, D, invalid. Option, you tell me the option. D, okay. Because it's started with number, right? And how do you create a single line comment? And how do you create a multi-line comment? Second question. Have you remember these comments? First, okay, single comment we have to use 2/. Then what about a multi-line comment? Asterisk. Then followed by asterisk, then what? Slash. Forward slash. Okay. Then do you know about what is a variable? First slide only I have explained. Okay. Memory location. We have given a name for memory location. That is, we can call variable. Okay, I hope you understood this concept. Now, later we can see this. But before going to discuss Java class library, one more point I have to clear from your side. So you please write on this program and send in group, because its one is very, very important. Within 2 minutes you have to write. I am sending this in a WhatsApp group. Please write on the program fast. I already sent. Open your WhatsApp. Then here I have given variables. You can define variables as your choice. You can define any variables. Then you should give class name as AITM. Then assign the values 10 and 20. I need 3 results. Result number 1, it should be 30. Result number 2, it should be -10. Result number 3, it should be 200. I don't know how you are going to write this program, but I need 3 outputs from the same program you have to display. Is it any difficulty to writing a program? Anyone reply? Snehal, Snehal, have written. Any difficulties to writing this program? Okay, you are not understanding. See, first what I told, to display numbers, right? To display numbers, first you have to write, define two variables. Variable name is what? You can give your choice as a variable names. So first you have to, these values I have given 10 and 20. For that you have to need int variable name. You can define int x is equal to 10, then int y is equal to 20. Two variables already have declared. Then result 1 I am performing addition operation. Result 1 I am performing in addition operation. Result 2 I am performing subtraction. Result 3 I am performing in multiplication. Right? Understanding? Wait. Int x is equal to 10. Then int y is equal to 20. Two numbers are assigned. Then result 1 is equal to 30 I have written. So result 1 means what I am performing? I am performing addition of these two numbers. So declare one more variable, int result 1. Then int result 2, int result 3. Like that you have to define. Result 1 you have to perform addition of two numbers. So x plus y. Then result 2 you have to declare x minus y. Result 3 you have to declare x into y. Like that you have to write. Kiran. Understood this, what I told? Okay. Now time is up. So you all of you disconnect this. Then evening you have to send me this answer. Evening, think and write. All of you, evening you can send. Okay. Whenever you are finding difficulty, just message me. Okay. All of you can leave now.